Mario Kart has been one of my most favorite games I have ever played ever since I was a kid. Every time I play a Mario Kart game, it brings so much memories from when I was a kid. Mario Kart 8, in my opinion, is one of my most favorite Mario Kart games in the franchise, and I wanted to make a top 10 video about my favorite tracks in the game. So without further ado, let's get into it. Ah yes, a childhood favorite of mine. Grumble Volcano was one of those tracks I played a lot when I was a kid, and being able to play it again on a modern console makes me so happy. They didn't change that much except the art style that makes the track more dark. My favorite part about this track is when the track would start to collapse and make the roads more narrow to drive on. The volcano in the background that shoots out meteors onto the track makes it feel like I'm trying to escape a meteor shower. Grumble Volcano is a track that I like and still do to this day. That's why it deserves a spot on this list. Mount Wario was a track I did not expect, and I'm happy about that. Mount Wario is a track where you start the race at the top of the mountain and make your way down. My favorite thing about this track is how it changes its scenery. You first drive on an icy path and then you drive in a cave inside the mountain. After that, you drive on some waterfalls. Then you're driving through a forest dodging some trees, and I love how the last part of the track is like you're at the Olympics. There's so much to this track I like, that's why it gets number 9 on my list. I love water levels in Mario Kart, and when I found out there was a track that was more water than lands, I was so excited. Dolphin Shoals is a track that makes you feel like you're in an aquarium. My favorite part about this track is how clever the track is. At the start of the race, you're jumping through hoops with dolphins, then you're driving over a trench with pipes pushing you upwards to keep you from falling into the trench. Then you're driving on top of an eel, and at the end of the track, you glide over a whirlpool. There's a lot to this track that makes it fun, and that's why it's on my list. When I was a kid, I loved going to subway stations, and when I saw a Super Bell Subway, I knew this track would be one of my favorite tracks in the game. Super Bell Subway is a track that makes you drive through a subway station with 2 trains on the track. Sometimes the trains will not be on the track, but that gives you time to see what else is on the track, like bumps to trick on and some high ground you can use for shortcuts, and on one of them there's a glide ramp. And when the trains are on the track, you can use the high ground to get on top of them and boost off the trains. This track was so awesome to play on that I had to include it on my list. Sherbet Land is a track that looks so pretty in its level design. I love how the track's theme is at nighttime and there's fireworks in the sky, and all the Christmas lights makes the track look even more prettier. Another thing I like about this track is this little cracks in the ice you can use for shortcuts. The Shy Guys and the Freezies are not that much of an obstacle, but they are cool to see on the track. Sherbet Land is a really good and fun track, and that's why I had to put it on my list. I love Rainbow Road tracks, and that's why Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road takes my number 5 spot on my list. 8's Rainbow Road is so unique to other Rainbow Roads because half the track is a space station. You start on the track and then you glide onto a space station, and then you get blasted back onto branching pathways, and the cool thing you can do on the branching pathways is you can jump onto the other pathway. Another cool thing is if you look in the background, you can see a blooper spaceship and you can see satellites with little toads on them. This track is so much fun when you want to annoy your friends in Mario Kart. I love the Zelda franchise, and when I saw they made a Zelda track in Mario Kart, I lost my marbles. Hyrule Circuit is a track where you drive in Hyrule Fields and Hyrule Castle. I love how when you hit all the crystals inside the castle, it opens up a secret ramp and you can jump to the Master Sword. It's like a little puzzle just like in the Zelda games. I also love how they changed the piranha plants to look like Deku Babas from Zelda Skyward Sword. I was so happy to see a Zelda track in a Mario Kart game. That's why Hyrule Circuit is number 4 on my list. When I saw Music Park in Mario Kart 8, I was so excited to play it. Music Park has been one of my most favorite tracks in Mario Kart for a long time. I love how the piranha plants are dancing to the music and also an obstacle for you. I also love how after the piranha plants, you drive on top of a piano and a xylophone that makes music when you drive on top of each note. After, you bounce on top of a tambourine that makes tambourine noises when you bounce off of it. My favorite part of the track is the music note area where you see dancing music notes and you can get a boost by timing to the beat of the music. At the end of the track, there's one last tambourine if you want to take a shortcut to the finish. Music Park was such a good track that I had to put it as number 3 on my list. Seeing Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road was the most exciting moment of my life. N64's Rainbow Road is the best looking track on my list. I love everything about this track: the shiny road, the starry night, the fireworks, the city lights under the track, and the train with Toads throwing coins at the player. The music is my most favorite part of the track. It just gets me so excited to play a Mario Kart game. This track would have been number 1 on my list if it wasn't for this track. That's right, Big Blue is number 1 on my list. Even though I have never played an F-Zero game, this track makes me want to play one now. A racing game is supposed to be fast, intense, and exciting for the player. This track offers all of that. Big Blue focuses on making the player drive super fast by adding boost panels, conveyor belts, and water slides. And the way the track looks all together, it just screams excitement. This track is just so much fun to play on and will stay my number 1 in this game. And with all that said guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a nice day.